Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Drama Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I'm a little out of it today, but I'm trying to be good for the videos. So let's get right to it. At the Metro Court, Julian and Alexis are enjoying their wedding present from Sam. And you basically talk about how much they love each other, why they love each other, and she says most of all she loves him because he changed his life for the better. At the floating rib, Griffin helps Tracy. Hayden's gonna call someone in Tracy's family. It's Dylan. Tracy comes out of her seizure-like state. She doesn't want to go to the hospital, but she's not totally like with it though. Griffin helps her into a chair, and he wants her to go get checked out. See what I said? And then Dylan arrives. He agrees that she should go to the hospital. Dylan insists on Tracy going to the hospital, and he's going to drive her because she's like, no ambulance. And he's like, okay, that's fine. At the PCPD, Jordan went over Ava's immunity deal, and she wants to talk to Ava about it. Paul's not too keen on the idea, but Jordan insists because, she does her job, and she's awesome. Paul calls Ava to let her know, but Ava's phone is still in Kiki's room, and Ava had stepped out for a moment. At the hospital, Ava worries she's going to get arrested as an accessory, and Franco tells Ava that he'll look after Kiki if Ava winds up in Pentonville, and he loves Kiki like his own. Ava would be happy for Kiki to have him if she's not around, and Jordan arrives and asks how Kiki is, and then asks for some of Ava's time. So Jordan kind of leads Ava. She's like, I want to know about, or tell me about your arrangement with Paul. Or something like she's amazing. So Ava says Paul to Jordan. Okay, 1 second. So Ava is about to give up the details of the real arrangement when Paul interrupts, because Ava won't see Jordan privately, and Jordan leaves, and Ava is shocked that Paul got her an immunity deal, because he walks up and he's like, are you talking about the immunity deal? And Ava's like, oh, what? So Franco sits with Kiki while all this is going on. He reads her clickbait and some headlines, and Franco just really wants her to wake up. And he FaceTimes with Jake, which I think is really adorable. And Jake drew a picture because he's getting better, and that gives Franco hope for Kiki. And yeah, he's just, I don't know, the whole thing is a lot sweeter. And I know Franco obviously has one of the worst histories of a character, but I feel like the show kind of wants us to give him a clean slate, so that's what like I'm leaning towards. But I'm not totally over all the horrible things he did in the past, but I mean it's Roger Howarth's time with him, so I'm trying to like give it a new perspective, because old Franco's the one that kidnapped Liz's kid and stuff. So I don't know, what do you think? Are you like kind of stuck in the middle of a clean slate and maybe not so much like I am? Let's see what else happens. Okay, and Ava breaks down with Paul there, and she's not too happy at herself for it. Tracy is in the hospital, and she says she was just dehydrated, and Griffin comes in and says he's waiting for the test results before she winds up leaving the hospital. And she says she wants the best neurologist, and he says he's the best neurosurgeon, but she wants someone who's been on staff for more than 15 minutes, which I think is a nicer way of saying, what are you, 12? So she said Griffin got the head of the department to help Tracy, and Tracy starts out by telling the new doctor that she didn't have a seizure, and Dylan says Tracy's had headaches and blank spells, and Hayden's like, oh yeah, she's also had those with me. And Tracy wants to speak with the doctor alone, and Dylan's like, fine, but like, I'm talking to you after, doctor, because you're just going to tell him you're fine. So Tracy thinks Hayden would be happy for something to go wrong with her, and calls her Rachel, and Dylan hears, and then the doctor comes in with Tracy's test results. At Shriners, Danny's there. I totally didn't see him yesterday. Like, was he even an eye shot? Maybe I was so out of it. But Elizabeth looks on at Sam, Danny, and Jason, that little family. So Elizabeth says hi, And Danny brought a little truck for Jake, and Jason and Liz take Danny to see Jake. Sam voluntarily is like, you guys go, because I feel like she doesn't want to upset Jake, so maybe she'll just stay outside. The nurse comes in and says that the doctor gave the go ahead for Jake to go to the playroom. Cam and Aiden are there, and Danny's gonna go with him. So this okay, so sorry, I feel like this is like kind of cool because Danny, instead of now just having one brother, he kind of gets Cam and Aiden too. So he like has three, and I think they'll all find a way to live with each other. I mean, they have to, right? So Elizabeth finds it strange that Sam brought Danny for a visit, like just out of the blue. Why'd she do that? So Jason tells Liz that he invited Sam and Danny, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize how serious you and Sam were." And I'm like, well, maybe because they don't want to waste any more time, you know? Let's see. Oh, Nicholas sees Sam in the waiting room and strikes up a conversation. He also asks for updates on Hayden, and she's been a little bit busy, being taken hostage and stuff. And Sam gets a call back from Mr. Corbin, and so this is rich, okay, because this is like kind of what I'm saying. He says he's in Rochester, and she's like, oh, that's close to me, I'm in Port Charles. So just saying, there's actual show confirmation on the show that they are near Rochester. And Philly isn't like an hour away from Rochester, unless you're flying, I guess. I don't know, I don't fly, so flying isn't in the forefront of my head. And like, do planes go off, like, do they take off that regularly? I don't know. I know you have to get there like 3 hours early for like, I think about this stuff way too literally. Anyway, so Jason comes back. He isn't thrilled that Sam is working on a case for Nicholas, but he understands because he knows like that's her business. And Sam and Jason are staying in the same hotel just a few doors away from each other. And Elizabeth tells Nicholas that she and Sam, both had sons with Jason, which means they'll be part of each other's lives forever. And she doesn't really seem thrilled about that. At the Arlington Plaza Hotel, Jason visits Sam and they talk about the hostage situation. And she says, just in that moment, without like thinking, it was just like something like natural that came to her. She wished that Jason was there because she knew he would be able to stop the gunmen, and that gunman, not gunman. There was only one, but that kind of gives him pause. And now end scene. So Dylan's worried about Tracy, and he thinks there's something wrong with her, and he questions why Tracy called her Rachel, because he thinks like that shows a sign that something's wrong with Tracy, like more wrong than just like a seizure. Ava pulls herself together, and Paul wants Ava to get out of the business. You put her in the, well, no, she put herself in the business. You just kind of pushed her in the direction you wanted her. That she has a clean slate. And Ava's like, yeah, not really. You still have the flash drive. I want it. Please don't take away that flash drive forever. Like, I feel like Ava should have to pay for what she did to Connie. Like, why? I don't know. I don't want her to get a clean slate totally. That Connie stuff, that mattered. That was cold blood. People found out he was Julian like 2 weeks later. There's no reason for Connie to die. And I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Of course, I have my bias towards Ava, so, whatever. But, I don't know. Anyway, Franco calls Liz. He tells her he FaceTimed with Jake and everything's fine. And he apologizes for thinking he had any idea of what she's going through with Jake because this Kiki thing is hitting him harder than he thought and at a whole new level. And he doesn't know what to do. And she tells him there's no easy way through it. You just gotta, just kind of get through it. Like there's no shortcut. And Sam asks Jason if she's with him because of his past life and the danger, and she's like, yeah, but I think there's like more to that. Because she's known him now in this life too, and he's just as, he's the same. So I hope he doesn't take that like the wrong way. I hope they're able to talk about it. They talk. I trust them. I like them. They're cute. Don't take JaSam away. You're working at something. Just full steam ahead. Keep going. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much. I'm going to go take more Advil now and maybe take a nap. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day.